Hello, Kag.
Hello, Alison.
Why does it always sound like play school?
I don't know.
Hello, Alison.
Hello, Alison. My name's Kag. What's your name?
My name's Alison.
Hello, Alison.
Do you have a name, children? We're back to do I'm still trying to say it, a recreation, but it's not. It's a reaction video.
Exactly.
So we're back to try and do that today. And today we're going to do one of our own venues.
We are. We're going to do the Adelaide Zoo.
I know. It's this was the one we did before we got the venue, because we had to go and investigate it first.
Yeah.
To make sure that it had haunted things happening, I guess.
Well, yeah, we've heard stories for years.
Yeah.
Years and years we've
Yeah.
heard stories coming from there.
So we finally got to go in there.
We did.
We had to pin people down.
I think actually we did a pincer manoeuvre at a Christmas do once.
We did on Steve, didn't we?
We did.
Yeah. Who is part of the zoo, and he was at the Tourism Awards with us. So
we decided after a glass of wine we'd pin him down.
Well, it's more than one glass of wine.
Well, there was, yeah. I was just trying to be good.
Isn't that Steve going to the toilet?
Exactly, yeah.
If you go that way, I go that way.
Yeah.
We'll have him cornered.
Cornered, and we're going to pin him down because he is going to let us in to do some investigating.
So, but we're going to go and have a look at this video now and see what a great job we did of it, because this was done live, wasn't it? It was going to be a live stream to get you lot kind of familiar with the fact that we were going to be doing the Adelaide Zoo. And I can't remember, I haven't watched this since I edited it, and this was 3 years, 4 years. Well, it was before COVID, wasn't it? Or was it after COVID? No, it was before.
No, it was during COVID.
Was it?
Yes, because we had to remind people of
yes,
COVID spacing.
Yes, so
when things are kicking off, COVID spacing seems to go out the window.
Well, it does here. All right, let's go watch this bit.
That was a bit loud, wasn't it?
Oh, look, it was in the days of already.
Oh, it's great.
Already I can see the quality that this is going to project.
Yeah. It's brilliant. That is.
But I did try and get, if you look, the colour of the background with part of the colour on the photograph.
Yeah.
On the background.
The background. You did. Down the side. I picked up on that. It's the same colour.
It's the same colour.
It's not a very nice colour, but it just is the same colour.
Very eye-catching, is it?
It's a bit... I was going to say khaki, but it's not. It's more khaki. But anyway, they must have to clear a lot of that up at the zoo. So that's fine.
And for those who may not know what cack means from England. All right, so as I said, this is the first time I've seen my editing since I did it, so I'm impressed within the first frame. And I love the way we're still apologising at this point. Please note that the following video is taken from a live stream, is not intended to be a professional. Even if I hadn't taken it from a live stream, it would not have been intended to be professional. No way. And this is just in case you mistook this in any way for a professional video.
Yes, exactly.
I had to actually tell people.
Exactly.
Because they might mistake it.
Exactly, yeah.
They might actually mistake it for a professional video.
I don't think so, no.
I'm just going to turn you around. We are in a very special place tonight. We are so excited to be here. Hello, everybody. And we are at the Adelaide Zoo. They very kindly allowed us to come in here and see if there's any paranormal activity.
Why are you
and
in the Isuzu?
In particular, you can hear all the flapping behind us.
Flapping?
I believe is an ibis.
When is that with flapping? Flapping. Are we syncing videos again?
Got you. It's all the flapping that nobody can hear.
I mean, look, I know I do the zoo tour, and I'm not really up on animals as such, but even I can tell that's not animals flapping. It's a very
They
unusual
might have
bird.
been flapping, you just didn't pick it up.
Oh, okay, sorry.
I might have seen a flap.
Oh, dear.
All right.
Okay.
Okay, let's do this. Beautiful, beautiful house here, Minchin House. I'll introduce you to Steve over here, who's very shy
he's the
about coming
pincer one.
on at
Yes,
the moment.
the
As you can
pincer
see, he
movement.
looks thrilled. So what's your position here?
General Manager of Visitor Operations.
Okay. And we've kind of seen each other over the last few years at the Tourism Awards, so bumped into each other.
No,
and
we didn't bump into each other.
you did actually tell me a story at one point about an experience you had in this house.
I did.
You did. Did you want to tell us all about
Yeah,
it?
sure. Yeah, probably 6 or 7 years ago. My office was in the upstairs area of this building, which is quite an old building. And I was here very early in the morning, one morning, pitch black.
That was a very subtle
and I
move
was
to get
wandering
around
up
so
the
you can get that
staircase.
bit in the background. I didn't notice that. Very subtle.
Instead of just going, can we just stop there and put you with the house in the background?
No,
Instead of the background that you had, which wasn't very good.
no. We're just.
And I like the way he's, even in his eyes, he's wondering what the fuck I'm
I
doing.
know. It's like, really? You're probably just going to put him off now. Poor guy.
I'll just move around you a little bit. He's a skeptic, by the way, a total skeptic. So this one kind of challenged him.
Oh, isn't he one of those? Sorry, isn't he one of those that is like, I don't believe in them, but there was this one time.
Was this one time?
Oh, sorry, when I opened the back door, I could hear a large bang upstairs, and I was quite curious as to what that was. Let myself in, started walking up the stairs in the dark, and got to the first landing and looked up, and I saw the figure, female figure, standing at the top of the stairs.
How cool would that
First
be?
landing.
Did she have a lot of detail in her?
I couldn't see facial detail, but I could tell she was wearing Victorian style dress, a long skirt, a blouse, had her hair pulled back into a bun, but yeah, didn't see any facial features.
Yeah, and we've got a photograph up that you very kindly, the zoo very kindly put together for us because their graphic artists are better than me. And you said that one of the figures in there actually looked very similar.
Yeah, the lady in that photo who's wearing the white outfit, very similar from what I remember, only minus the hat. She wasn't wearing a hat.
Yeah. Okay. So, and you didn't believe in ghosts because you actually, your first sentence was, "I don't believe in ghosts."
I
But we
absolutely
met.
did not believe in ghosts whatsoever.
Other people have seen the same figure. You were just telling me earlier to do with the boardroom.
Yeah, other staff have seen a face looking out of the window of the boardroom at night time. If I've been working back late here sometimes before, I've heard footsteps in the office next to me, and that was quite a common occurrence. And also in one of the other offices next to me, which was a bedroom initially, the door shut completely while I was here one night, and there was no way that could have closed on its own.
The Minchin House was started in 1887.
Who's that?
I don't know.
Where did she just come butting
I
in from?
know. What the?
Look at her.
No, she's got a face on though.
She's always got a face on. Occasionally you put makeup on as well. Look at it. Little Miss High and Mighty there.
I know.
Completed in 1888.
Okay, so...
Originally occupied by the first Mr. Minchin, which was Richard. And then it was his son, and then his grandson actually took over from there as well. So it's a really interesting building. It's beautiful inside as well, isn't it?
It is.
It's so
It
cool.
is.
It's so cool. So, my favourite person ever, Tim Minchin, the comedian, is actually related to the Minchin family. I love Tim Minchin. So yes,
So she's
I've
all
seen him
excited.
live a few times.
I
Love
know.
him.
Bit of fangirling.
Yeah, I was absolutely stoked when I found that out.
Stoked. What do I say? Stoked.
Stalked?
I was stalked.
You were stalked?
I was stalked.
You were stalked. Somebody stalked it, did they?
Like, when do I say that? I'm stoked. What the?
It must have been the excitement.
Must have been.
Okay, let's go and have a look inside. I think the filming so far has been pretty good.
It's not been too bad at all,
It's-
actually, apart from that little movement.
Apart from the
going
little
round.
move, but at least
You know,
I
you
set
did
it all up. I mean, and apart
Yeah.
from the fact it's all pixeled.
It's fine. It's not bad at all.
But I did warn everybody. I warned everybody it was not going to be professional.
You did. But also it is still daylight, so it's a lot easier to film in the daylight.
Let's see how the rest of it goes.
Okay.
Now, there is no pressure on us tonight at all. So we have a bit of an audience tonight. So down here. These guys are going to be watching in the background. They all work here. And we're going to drag them in a minute. They can come and help us out. On a colour, guys, so you can see the house better. We haven't got any lights on, but just helps. So a lot of what Steve was saying he saw
Is that a bottle of alcohol?
Upstairs on the top landing. Where?
Go back a bit.
It would be.
Oh, a big bottle of alcohol. Go
Is
back
it?
a bit more. Back a bit more. No, not that far back. Far out.
We have a bit of an audience tonight. See when it turns around.
Okay.
And down here.
It looked like a bottle of champagne.
These guys are going to be watching in the background. They all work here.
Why we would
And we're going to drag them in a minute. They can come and help us out. On a colour, guys, so you can see the house better. We haven't got any lights on.
It looks like a bottle of bubbly.
Well, that's a bigger thing than we take in there.
I know. We do like the little miniature things.
Miniature things.
That looks like a great massive bottle of bubbly.
Or a beer. I wouldn't have taken a bottle of beer.
Well, I sometimes used to take a bottle of beer, but then I stopped taking it because it was glass.
That could be what it is.
Well, no, because it was glass. I don't think I've taken the glass into the zoo with it being a zoo.
I don't know. Because usually they're tiny little plastic bottles.
I don't know what that is.
Oh, well, let's find out.
Yeah, okay.
We might mention it. I make myself laugh sometimes.
I might mention it.
I might mention it soon.
Oh, dear me. I mean, it's not bad for you, actually.
I know, it's quite... Just came.
I mean, it wasn't even that funny. I mean, it's not bad, but it wasn't even that funny. Oh, dear. So if anybody just missed that, this is the Minchin House, named after the first directors of the...
They were called Minchins.
And they were called Minchin, the Minchin families, so...
Maybe you can steal that for the tour.
Oh, dear.
Did I mention?
Did I mention that fact? I apologise, guys. It's been a hard couple of weeks. Yeah, the Minchins know that we love them.
We do, yeah.
Especially Tim, obviously.
If he didn't, he does now.
Okay.
All right, okay. Let's get it back together, Kag.
Okay, we can do this.
We can. But just helps. So a lot of what Steve was saying he saw upstairs on the top landing by the boardroom there. Yeah. So I haven't been upstairs yet, guys.
Oh.
I'll just show you around. We missed it.
Oh, you know what it was? It was your bottle of brandy you used to bring.
I'm about to bring
a bottle of whiskey that you used to put the ball on the top. Used to bring a big one.
I think I needed it.
It wasn't for the ghosts, it's for you halfway around when you've had enough.
The ones just don't have enough.
Oh, they don't.
In times of emergency.
But can you remember the big one you used to take around with you? No. That was then had a little bit of in the bottom.
Oh, the one that leaked everywhere, and it was Michael's really expensive one. Now I remember. Yeah, it was like 100-year-old whiskey or something.
Yeah, it was.
Which I borrowed, but the cap had a fault. Yeah,
it's the one.
So by the time he got it back, it had all gone.
Oh dear.
So don't panic. Oh dear. At least we know it works. Now, what we got here... Did you hear because that? Because it's a female that's been seen in...
What?
All right.
What?
That seemed to be very close to the camera and I missed it when I edited. All right.
Probably you trying to make your way up the stairs.
Do you hear the... Because Steve isn't with us at that point. They're still downstairs. I mean, it could have been just them being loud, but... Listen for it. Here, because it's a female that's been seen in here, we've got a nice bunch of flowers.
Oh,
No, it was
before that. Here we go.
Upstairs on the top landing by the boardroom there. So I haven't been upstairs yet, guys, so
Wait for it.
I'll just show you around. So as you can see, we've got all the equipment here. I'm about to set the music box off, so don't panic. At least we know it works. Now, what we've got here, because it's a female that's been
We
seen
can't say
here,
it's not them
we've got
downstairs.
We can't. A nice bunch of flowers. Again, these are just trigger objects.
Seems quite
It's
close
just
to the
things
camera.
that would have been familiar to them. But yeah, it's very special being here, guys, because this isn't open to the public. It is just admin. So to have been allowed. Now, where she was seen, I think Steve was saying, she was seen just round about here on the hallway.
I mean, I'm sure it was him
So-
downstairs. It's top of the stairs. Yeah,
There
she's
we
sort of
go.
just at the top of
Yeah,
the stairs
look
there
at
where
the
I
stained
put
glass windows, guys.
You know where I put the REM pod
But
and
these
stuff?
guys,
That's
I'm going to
where.
go through what we're going to do.
And the flowers.
Behind you, sorry guys.
So, yeah, I actually put the REM pod and the flowers where Steve actually saw her, not around the other side of the fencing. Because that's where the trigger object was.
Well, you could have mentioned that on the night.
You went upstairs by yourself and didn't he? He said he turned round. He was partway up the stairs and he looked up and there was a figure there. He couldn't see the figure if she was over there.
He could, because she would be looking at him from over there.
He didn't say she was peering over the balustrade. Oh dear.
You're just a fine one for details, aren't you? Oh. Just what you get with me.
Just while you're still here, that was all before anybody freaks out. And we've got one hiding around the corner there. There we go.
We do like to have, as you know, we do like to have people, it's me that's getting blinded here, but that's all right. We do like to have people here that work on the premises, because obviously if anything happens, they can tell us if it's relevant or not, and they can chime in. Plus, we got a whole lot of bait here we can play with.
Yes.
And what I just want to say to you guys, if there was anybody in this room today, or anybody that you would hope was in this room going back in time, what would you like to ask them? So what sort of questions would you have for somebody?
Would you
from
like
the
to
past
mention
that
to
they
them?
would like? There is no wrong question. If there is anybody here tonight,
I forget to mention that one. Now, what we need to add in here, by the way, that these were people that dealt with the admin and worked in the offices of the Adelaide Zoo.
Yeah.
They are not zookeepers,
No.
which might become relevant later on.
Yeah, yeah. So these were all the ones that want to know what we're doing for the tours, etc.
Yeah.
I'm just going to introduce myself because you would never have seen me before. My name is Alison,
They might have.
and we've just come in to see if anybody wants to talk to us. We'd love to chat to you. I'm just wondering if you are here, could you give us a name, please?
Hi everyone, my name is Sophie, and this is a bit of a different question, but I'm wondering if there's anyone in this house, what can we do to make you feel happy or more comfortable when we're using this space, because we are in here a lot of the time. So is there anything we can do to make you feel more comfortable with our presence?
Oh, UDI's just gone.
Was it?
Yeah.
Missed that one.
As soon as you turn the camera, it's...
Oh, there's a surprise.
I know, it's so unlike me to do that. But you see, nowadays we'd have two cameras
We
on there,
would.
and we'd have a camera on there.
And we wouldn't
then
be
I
using
would
the phone.
No, we wouldn't be using the phone.
I wouldn't be surprised if we didn't have a camera running as well. I know it wasn't in the days we were... I don't know what we were
I
doing.
don't think we did. I think this was camera only.
Wow.
Phone only, I think, yeah.
Well, that was very...
Yeah, anyway.
No microphones. And did you notice the lighting you're using?
What a green torch.
The green round torch.
It's like
The aliens have
It was only
arrived.
2000. When was it? 2009, 20, 19, 20, 21, 22. They wouldn't have been sitting that close.
No.
It would have to be prior to COVID we went in,
Yeah.
surely, because there was no masks.
No.
So this one would be I think I remember seeing a date 2019. It must have been just before COVID really
All right.
hit.
Yeah.
So, and I think we brought it back after the tour's back after COVID. So, yeah. So really, that's only 5 years ago we did this. Now look at us go.
We're still as crap.
I know, but we at least better footage.
It
We can
is.
see.
Yeah, exactly.
You can see it.
I miss the torch. I miss holding a mobile phone and a torch because you just could not do anything else, and then you couldn't get the two lined up to, you know.
Perfect.
Of course it does.
That was the blue lights all go off on the stairs. That's just cold air.
Hi everyone, my name is Courtney. I also work.
Is that the
here
birds
with
flapping
you.
again?
They're flapping.
I'd just like to know if anyone is here, what is the craziest thing that's ever happened in this house?
Oh, EDI.
Every time I turn back, it
Every time you
stops.
turn around, it stops.
Funny that.
I know.
Oh, no, I've
No,
got that
you
one.
got it. Well done.
So the air pressure has changed. That orange light you see flashing is air pressure. You've had a cold breeze go across it and you've had the air. All right. So what we'll do is we'll listen back to
God,
it.
do you know what size that shirt is?
I would say a 12 to 14.
12.
Was it?
Yeah. Oh my God, I'm an 18 now. Although trying to get back into 16. My goodness.
See if we've got anything. Sometimes we do, sometimes we don't.
Right, so I'm just going to start it off. If there is anybody here tonight,
So you're just listening for
I'm just going to
anything.
introduce myself because you would never have seen me before. My name is Alison.
See, my speaker was better than
We're
yours.
just coming to see if anybody wants to talk to us. We'd love
Very
to chat
loud.
to you. Okay, hello everybody that's here. My name is Cag. So
Do you know why it's loud?
Because it's right next to the camera.
Because, yeah, and because I'm not very good at the time at editing audio, so it balances.
Yeah. Yeah, you were pretty
So the
crap back
talking
then,
were
weren't
like
you?
then here. Anything else was up there.
really unusual name. Just thank you for allowing us into your beautiful home. I just wondered, can you tell me, were there many children that lived in this property? If so, how many? In this property? If so, how many?
When you're speaking,
If so, how many?
no?
No, if you can't hear it, then it's just me.
Because we're only here for a short time. This
I couldn't hear it. I'm sure it was there. Where's the yes bit? Oh, look at my serious little face.
Just thank you for allowing us into your beautiful home. I just wondered, can you tell me, were there many children that lived in this property? If so, how many?
Oh, there's a little...
Yeah.
A little...
Yeah, it wasn't that convincing, was it?
Not really.
No.
Not really.
No, bless you. It was a good try, though.
was a good try.
You did really try.
But there was nothing. I would say that's a fail. And again, this is why we have video cameras on us now.
Yeah.
And we didn't have video cameras on all of the people there at the same time. So it could have been anybody making that little noise.
This property? If so, how many?
when you're speaking,
If so, how many?
There is something, but it could be
There
anybody.
is something, but yeah,
then it's just
yeah.
me. Because we're only here for a short time, this is just a short visit. I think we've got 3 calls now, we said, down here. And we're kind of got to come in, got to go out. A lot of the time, if we were properly investigating just us, we
We've got to go in. Got to go in, out, in, out.
Well, that makes
It's all
sense,
about-
doesn't it? It's what you usually do. You come in, and at some point you go out again.
Was that out or out?
We're coming in, we're going out.
We would be sitting quietly and monitoring cameras upstairs, downstairs, different rooms.
That's how we would do it.
But because this is for you guys, and
We're gonna
it's
be
just
shit.
to showcase the zoo a little bit as well in a bit of a different light for tourism and stuff like that. That's what this is about. So we're going to be more proactive now than we would normally be on an investigation because we've got a short window of opportunity.
Well, actually, can I debate that most investigations these days that we do when we're doing them are very proactive.
They are.
Not more than this, probably about the same as
The
this.
same, yeah.
So if you don't know what I meant when I was doing the research. If I was doing the research, not doing filming or anything like that, then yes, we used to sit for hours just sitting there, being bored.
But now, because we're tourism, we have to be a bit more proactive with the guests because they're not there as long as you
No,
would be.
and they
would you?
get bored.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, people were saying
Yeah.
that a lot of people heard the whispers when I was asking the question. A lot of people heard whispers. So we,
You see, it wasn't just me. Everybody backed me up.
Yeah.
There's no evidence to say what it was, but
will go
I
back.
did.
Yeah. We will go back on that one
Because I
later.
didn't hear it.
Bless
I thought there was no point in pursuing it.
Yeah. You probably went to my deaf ear.
Probably.
That's because both of them are deaf. But it's all cool.
That's because you're getting old.
It is.
If there is anybody here tonight, if the lady of the house is here,
Oh, there's a camera, look.
yeah. I thought-
then we have brought you a present.
Oh.
Now, that was a little more interesting because everybody is downstairs.
Yeah.
Then we have brought
That's
you a
definite
present.
footsteps.
That is pretty cool.
God, I've forgotten about that.
So
Do you
would
talk
I.
about that on your tour?
No.
You should do.
Then we have brought
That's
you a
footsteps
present.
upstairs.
Yeah.
We've left you a little bunch of flowers upstairs.
Yeah, I actually picked those flowers from my garden. I'm not a very good gardener.
EDI.
EDI. You see it flashing there, guys?
That was probably him coming down.
So I did pick them from my
I
garden,
gotta make
especially
up my
for
own
you.
narrative
I don't
now.
have many flowers in my garden. I'm not a very good gardener, but I picked what I had so I can bring a present for you. Take that off me.
Yeah. Why? What we
Get
might
my own back.
Yeah, thank you for that. What we might do is we'll move it all upstairs. We'll go up to the boardroom where the figure was seen, and up there we'll start using the portal and the Estes and stuff like that. Show you what else we can do. And see if we can't get something happening up there. Just put your hands on the table or lean on the table. I just want to see. I don't mean like you're doing a séance. cute as that is.
I still love that. Put
That
your
was
hands on the
so
table.
funny. They were such a lovely group, weren't they?
They'd never done this before,
No.
and they were so enthusiastic and so well. They were so well behaved,
They
keeping
were.
quiet, and
They were lovely.
they were so funny. See you getting in the mood and you watch lots of movies. Now I just want to see how much movement you've got to make the balls go off. That's all. Not much. So if you're kind of leaning on the table,
It's rolling, but it's not lighting up.
but it's not lighting up. What we're also going to do is put some photographs out, and that's because every one of the Minchin family that were here had their favourite animals. So what we're going to do is put a ball on each of them. Have you got a cellar?
Yes.
Ah,
There's one next to the tiger.
we haven't been down there yet.
No.
Wow, that won't shut up, will it?
But what's next to it? What's this? Oh no, that was just the... you know what that is? I don't know if I actually come up with this.
Is that a netpad?
No, it's actually a thing in the table, but it's where, I suspect that's where you can put cables for your
Yes.
laptops.
And that's why it was going off.
And I reckon because that is there,
Yeah, I'm sure we talk about this.
yeah, we probably do. But
Just in case we don't.
in case we don't, because
That might
I
be where
haven't
your
edited
cables
it
go.
in, because don't forget I've cut a lot out. But I reckon that's what that is.
Well, they say birds.
Oh. Well, there is a bird on there.
Poverty, birds.
Did come out with that interesting thing.
Oh, that was relevant.
Mm.
You do know you had the homeless eating your birds for a while.
We also lost.
Not a long, long time ago. I still think a lot of it is random though. There must be something in here.
So, do we just
IMF
stop this
in
for a
here.
moment? So, what they're talking about,
Yeah.
the homeless people didn't just break in for no reason whatsoever and eat the birds. It was all to do with the Depression time when people lost their homes and lost their jobs and had no money. So, they actually used to make the tent homes out the back of the zoo, and a few of the birds went missing.
If you're hungry and you're starving. The good thing is I've just brought up that I think something is setting. Although it was relevant responses,
Yeah.
very relevant responses, I'm already inkling here.
Something's not
Go
quite
me,
right.
there's
I
something
know.
that's not right and there's something setting this off.
Mm-hmm.
Major, can you move that down to the other people down the end? Just move it slightly.
Already suspicious something's around there.
Just see if something's triggering it off there.
No, go me.
I wonder if you put it in the middle of the table, because I wonder if there's electricity ports either side.
Yeah, because I reckon there's another one there.
Yeah.
But even so, you probably have cables running all the way through
Yeah.
here.
In the middle.
Oh, okay. I can't see those. That's
Yeah, go us.
Yeah.
There is. Because whatever's in here,
John sit it on the sideboard.
can
Good. Oh, Steve's done well.
Right, so there is a lot of natural explanations.
It's a nice good. You
why
see
things
lots
go
of stuff
wrong.
there. Look, that's really good going.
Yeah.
And we just want to eliminate what it could be. Okay, so I'm going to show you, because these guys have never seen this, and I like to explain to them what we're doing. So we're going to use the ghost box, which is probably one of the most controversial things to use.
Why,
As I said,
Keg? Why are you lighting up my breasts and not my face?
Because I was actually doing your hands. Lighting up your hands rather than sticking it right in your face, because then you complain about not being able to see and being blind. Can't win. Can't win.
It's directly just...
How is this?
Look at it. Hang on.
video footage up where we've had some unusual stuff come out of it, so it's worth trying. For these guys, it is a broken
I
radio.
didn't go
It's the
back
most
far enough.
embarrassing thing you're going to talk to tonight. So, what it's doing is scanning the radio waves. It's also scanning white noise. You are going to get 588 radio stations, snippets of radio, and that's the biggest thing about it, is that you are getting snippets of radio coming out as well. So it's like the old game, you hear something, you've asked a question, you hear something, you're probably going to put that to an answer to your question. What we're going to do is completely eliminate me hearing any question. We're putting the headset on, so I'm going to be on headphones, and I'm just going to call out anything that I hear. I don't know what the questions are. So that takes the bias completely out of what we're doing.
So we're just going to test to see whether she can hear me. Alison?
Numbers in the cellar.
Alison, I've got a Jameson's and Coke ready for you.
Jamison.
No, you see, look, she can't hear a word, otherwise she'd be able to hear. If there's anybody here...
You can learn so much.
You can learn so much. We're always learning. If there's anybody with us, my name is Cag. Can you tell me what your name is, please? Actually feels very nice in here, guys. It's a beautiful building. Would you like to see anything changed at the zoo?
Kiwi.
Oh, you want a kiwi? Have we got a kiwi, guys? Oh, we need to get a kiwi. I'll have a word with them later.
Yeah, if you want to say why that was relevant. We didn't know at the time.
No, I think it was about 2 or 3 days later we found out that it's the one bird the head of the bird department wanted was a kiwi.
And haven't got one.
He wasn't getting one, but that's what he wanted. So, yeah, which I thought was interesting.
All right, we'll see what we can do for you. Can you tell me what's your favourite animal at the zoo, please?
Why?
Why? Because I'm just really interested. We want to know all about you. Are you okay with us being in here? Is that all right with you?
Mary.
Mary.
So I'm going to ask Mary. So is that relevant?
Not a clue.
Was there anybody? Well, you did the history since. Was there a Mary?
Probably.
Was there a Mary Minchin?
Mary Minchin.
So you've not heard of a Mary?
No.
Whose room are we in now?
Yes.
Yes.
Can you tell me whose room it was, please? Or what was it used for?
No, you've got to guess.
Exactly. Maybe it's Mary's.
1904.
What about 1904?
Now, I wouldn't think that they would say that, but it just says I'm a lunatic. And I wouldn't have thought that would be on the radio.
Well, no, but we are right next to where the asylum used to be.
But would it have stretched down this far before the zoo?
Well, they might have. Do we know if anybody escaped?
So there had been escaped patients with mental health issues.
Yes. They had been found in the zoo.
So that's interesting. Again, it's the research we did afterwards for the tour. Mm-hmm. This was just going in and seeing if anything was there.
In 1904.
Oh, right. Yeah. Did you die in 1904?
Of course, I had said 1904.
32.
Oh.
1932. Is that when you died?
Or at age 32.
Or age 32? He wasn't Keith, it was the other one, wasn't it?
It was, yeah.
He was 36. So are you 32 now? Or 1904 could be a birth year. Yes, because I do have some of the children. Oh, Roland, 1904.
Eh? Oh,
Roland.
I haven't looked at this. What was 1904?
So Roland Richard Luther Minchin's born 1904.
Oh, okay.
He was the last director
Okay.
of the Minchin director.
So he's the one that died at age 36 of cancer.
Oh, is he? Is he the one that died? No, he didn't.
No, there's another one. That was Alfred. Yeah, Alfred Cocker Minchin.
Cool.
We talked about Mary as well, and his
Corker, not Cocker. What did I say Cocker? It's Corker.
You thought it does. Can you read properly from the paperwork?
I was using a torch. Green torch. I had to light you up and try and read that at the same time. It's difficult.
Oh, dear.
He had Richard. Well, I don't know. I've got Richard Minchin as having, because Rosemary's saying that his wife was Mary, but I've not got her down as Mary.
Okay. And I will
I've
say
got down
that
as
we do
Ellen.
know as little as possible for when we do this for the first time, because otherwise we are so biased.
There are Marys. There are Marys in the family.
Yeah, Mary was a common name though.
It was a very common name.
It could be a common name today as well, so they could be talking to Mary on the radio for all I know. Might just sit out there and you can just put the Poltercom on and maybe
Yeah.
the doorway here and I'll just sit quietly and see if I can get in. Alright, there is somebody here.
It's in the days I could get on the floor cake.
You're in any of the rooms. Just wondering if you could come out and talk to me.
You playing with a stress ball?
We now haven't got the big crowd of people with me, so it'll just be you and me out here.
It's the happy ball.
The happy
I
smiley
haven't
ball?
seen that one for ages.
I don't know where it is now.
No, that was my favourite ball, sir. That was a smiley ball. It's so good to fiddle with. You can see already
I know it's very strange having all these lights.
I need to play with something in my hand.
And strange objects around the place.
ADHD.
All these are designed to do is let me know that maybe you're here
That's
I
in the
haven't
days I
been
didn't
to
know
see
it was.
you.
Look.
or hear you. Unless you try very hard. There is a little girl here. Do you want to come play with me? Brought some little toys for you. We usually find there's 2 or 3 visits to somewhere before we really start.
I'm a magician. Look, the ball just disappeared.
Oh my God.
Suddenly, there
This
it is.
went. And there it isn't.
There it isn't. I think I threw it across the hallway.
No, you can try.
Do you want the portal?
Yeah, put the portal on.
Portal.
Portal?
So again, the ghost. I'm going to put the portal on. It's just another form of a ghost box.
Oh.
Quick, culprit.
Oh no, turn it back off.
So it is radio. You are going to hear radio. As you can hear.
This could be why we don't use it anymore.
It's probably why I've got 3 in the back of my car to give you back. Because
I
it's
know.
like, why did I get 3 of them?
How did you get 3 portals?
I don't know, portals.
Portals.
Do you know how many batteries are in those portals?
You just listen to the over here, where CAG is, there's a box.
Thank you, Mel.
Box from out of
It
that.
says
What? Where did I get box from?
So now let's do that again.
Let's do that again. I couldn't hear box. Jesus. Oh, I haven't turned it on yet.
Do you want the portal?
Portal.
Yeah, portal. So again, the ghost. I'm going to put the portal on. It's just another form of a ghost box.
Quick, culprit. Let's roll back in the...
So it is radio. You are going to hear radio. As you can hear. You just listen to the over here, where CAG is, there's a box.
Ah.
Thank you, Mel.
That comes up late.
I've got, this is professional, isn't it?
It says it quite a bit before the word comes up.
This is another sign of my professional editing, all right? The words are coming up after,
Yeah.
which is good because that gives you a chance to listen for things and then it'll tell you like a minute later when we've gone on to something else. That's what that's about.
And it says words. Can you try and manipulate those words on the box?
Getting dressed.
We're going to move on.
That sounds like an
We're only here a short time. It'd be lovely if you could just let us know you're here with the sound or
1 year.
on the lights.
Do you want to stop it just for a minute? Okay, top left.
Top left.
Pareidolia looks like somebody wearing a top hat or wearing a hat
Where?
above your head, above your shadow of the head.
Where?
Right in the top in the corner, looks like somebody's got a top hat.
Oh, it looks like somebody with a big nose and no chin.
Oh, it could be. Yeah, Pareidolia, but I just thought I'd point
Where's
it
the
out.
hat? I see.
Yeah.
Actually looks like one of those. Oh, you know what it is?
What? Pareidolia.
So that coming out the top of my shadow head,
Yeah.
that is
Your soul leaving your body.
it's lost the will to live.
It has. It was like, oh.
Listening to that porthole.
Yeah.
No, it looks like it's prophetic. That's the word, isn't it? Prophetic.
Right.
It's telling us what's coming. And do you know what? If you'd listened to the Ovilus when it came out with the words about bird and whatnot, it also came out, wait for it, Kag, if I say this, you'll know. It also came out with the word disease. Now, what does that look like?
Oh! Yeah, it looks like one of the plague masks that the doctors used to
Doesn't
wear.
it?
Yeah, no.
That's the spirit.
I would say it's not prophetic, it's pathetic. That was really grasping at straws with that one. I thought it was bad enough with mine with the hat on, but that was really,
No,
really
it's
bad.
a disease. It's
No,
telling us.
I'm
It's
sorry.
going, my God, you know what's coming soon?
No, a slap, I think.
Yeah.
Let's carry on.
See how you can make up your own narrative. It's really easy, isn't it? Listen to everybody.
Respect.
Respect. Always respect.
What was the gentleman's name that, or the person's name that had a limp, or was lame? Oof.
Ah, remember
They
this?
go off the floor quite quickly.
He
there.
did.
There's none
I
of
know,
that.
it was a few years
pulling
ago,
myself up. That's what comes of being a size 12 compared to a size 18. Yeah, we actually thought security come in, hadn't
Yeah.
we? But he hadn't.
Are you with us tonight? Someone's coming in. Is that somebody coming in?
I think so. Security coming in?
Okay, a lot of people here in respect.
I heard respect.
We hope we're being respectful.
We're trying to be.
I agree.
Oh my God.
What, you're not done like that without having to...
Oh, look at that.
What? You're kneeling like that one?
My knees are bent. I haven't been able to bend my knees in years. Look at them. They're almost double jointed there. Look at it. Oh my God. Forgotten that they even bent. I actually look comfortable as well. Not like, ow.
And we do thank you very much for allowing us in here. It's a beautiful, beautiful building. No, it's very quiet, isn't it? Okay, thank you.
That's what it is. It's not a shadow. It's a thing on the cupboard there.
Yeah, no.
Kind of like, who's that?
Sounded like it said, who's there? Just as we're turning on.
Of course.
But there again, I was wondering who's there.
Yes.
Oh, see?
I gather it was security. It didn't come up though.
It knew.
See?
You know,
You can put anything together when you want to.
you can.
And you can believe it too.
Well, in this session, we've probably come to an end. As I said, we can't stay all night. So, but at least you got in to see a little bit of the zoo that the public don't get to see. We've not had any bites, but that's not unusual. As I said, it's not like those TV shows, ghost hunting shows, where it happens all the time. And it means nothing. If we get nothing, it just means nothing's wanting to communicate. Plus, as I said, we come in here, strangers, we're setting all this stuff up, and it's probably, if there was somebody here, they'd probably stand there going, what the is all this? But again, we're not going to put anything on for you guys to think that we've had anything happen when. We do very much want to thank the Adelaide Zoo for letting us in here.
See how long I've got my knees bent? This goes on forever. Just as you can bend your knees, love.
You need to be, but not for long.
Look at it.
You
I'm
can,
like a young,
You need to...
I'm like
clip
a
that.
young spring chicken. I should try and do a video of me doing it.
No.
Yeah.
Mm.
I could
That'd
probably
be
do it
interesting.
back then. Before we sign off, I'll go and try and bend my knees, all right?
For sure.
That was a
in
biggie.
Yorkshire.
It was a real biggie to be allowed, an honour to allowed to come in here. So we do thank these guys for letting us in, and for letting you in as well to give it a go. I bet everybody's been a bit curious. Was there anything?
I have been really disappointed, Keg, that you haven't done the masonry yet. But
It's
we
all
got a door
plastered
then.
over. We
We've
got a door. You did get the door.
You were so good then.
But it's all plastered over now. So
You've
it's
let
just
people
like, I
down,
know.
especially Ian.
I know. Ian, I'm sorry,
Ian,
love.
Ian, she's going to apologise now. I know you like to see the masonry.
There's time yet, though.
Oh, there is. True.
Mm-hmm.
I can't actually get you all on here, so there we go.
Thank you. I didn't even know you were there. You were just like.
I'd like to get off the floor, but I'm stuck now.
Would you like me to take over?
Oh yeah, you could do that.
While we watch you. Struggle and get off the floor. There she
you know
goes.
when you get to
Hang on,
that
give me the
age-
torch.
oh,
Give me the
sorry.
torch because I've got to have it in full view.
You know when you get to that age
There
when
you
you
go.
can't get off the
Oh,
floor without
yeah.
making noises, because that's what you have to do. Oh no, I have to go over here now and make up the table. That's cool. Oh,
There we
excellent.
go. You did it. So typical The people who are just coming on, you just missed all the action. So you can guarantee it'll not happen now. So we started with it sounded like a boom, didn't it, down the other hallway?
Bang, yeah.
Do you
Down
want
the other
to
hallway, and there's only small...
explain? I know about where we... Oh, I know we're at a nocturnal house, but whereabouts and the setup?
All right, so we're now in the back of the nocturnal house. So we're in the service area where they go in, they look after animals and they feed the animals. So you have to go in via a kitchen area, and then it goes into a bit like a U shape, a square U, isn't it? U shape. And that is where people have reported all sorts of things like footsteps, door slamming in the kitchen. Supposedly things have been moved around and knocked over. So it's a fairly active place, and we've heard stories from this place before, haven't we? So, yeah, really interesting.
We were hearing stories about it long before we even went in there.
Yes.
Because we have keepers, obviously, come on our tours and tell us about it. So.
Well, one was a patron of ours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trina.
All animals down there, so it's not as though it's any of the big guys. And then just after that, the ball started to go off, and so did the static. We had enough witnesses to say it did happen.
Let's put this round the corner.
Yeah, I put it down that creepy long hallway. Just so you can see, this
Down at
is
the back here. Cool.
this is a bit creepier and longer down here. So where we are is we're in the service area of the nocturnal house. You turn the lights off, guys. See, this is how dark it gets. We go down there, so you can still see the lights. You want one of us to have a drink? That noise down there. Would that be one of the animals?
Hurrah!
What?
Well, we finally turned to a video camera
Oh,
instead of a red torch and a phone. Now, why did we do that
us.
to start? Go us, you see. The fact that I've got it on my boob and my crotch doesn't matter, but at least we got to the camera. It's like not the
can't have everything.
masonry.
It's a very narrow area. You've got to just do what you can do.
You heard that?
It was a boom.
That sounded like that footstep.
Oh no.
Like a shuffling footstep.
That type of
Yeah.
footstep down there. But you heard it, wasn't just me, was it?
Yeah.
Would that be one of the animals?
I don't know.
Could potentially, but we're not there.
They're not big animals in here, though, are they? They're only small
It sounds
ones.
more like it was on.
Yeah, because this floor's wet, and it
Yeah.
feels like it sounded more like on a wet. Yeah.
That's you down there.
Oh, cat ball.
Thank you. All right, if there is anybody here, I didn't give you my name. My name's Alison. I was wondering if somebody is still working here, looking after the animals in the knock house.
My name's Steve. I'm wondering how many years you were a keeper here at Adelaide Zoo.
Nothing but the sound of crickets.
Literally.
Yeah.
Question.
Yeah.
Hi, it's Lee. Is Samuel May here?
Oh.
I'm wondering if he'd like to meet us, say anything. Oh.
Is that you, Samuel?
Do you prefer Samuel or Sam?
Oh, air pressure.
Air pressure as well.
Which is interesting.
Oh, again.
And
Okay,
temperature.
you've got two bits of equipment, two different triggers now, don't you? That's a little unusual.
Okay, so for those that are...
Did you fade out then?
Oh my God, that was a special effect.
It was. I'm very proud of you.
This was a special effect.
Back to the red torch.
Because we couldn't stay in infrared and quality for too long.
Exactly.
It was interesting though, as soon as she started saying May, that we got not just one piece of equipment, but two, with 3 different triggers there. One with movement, one with temperature change, and one with air pressure change. all at once.
Samuel May was
Yeah.
actually a zookeeper at the Adelaide Zoo in the 1920s, and he actually got attacked by a polar bear and died later in hospital.
Took his arm right off, didn't it?
Did he take one of his arms off?
Didn't the newspapers say that polar bears can be a little bit grumpy?
Yeah, a little bit grumpy, yeah.
Watching, they've actually had reports of a figure in here, and if anybody's going to have a ghost in a building, this is a great ghost to have because it actually cleans out some of the animals. Has been seen cleaning out the ghost bat in the past, with people have heard footsteps and things being knocked around and things. So his name, and there was a keeper that was killed by a polar bear here, and his name was Samuel May. So we're asking out for Sam. That's who we're asking for. Down that way?
Yeah.
The noise down the other end. I'm just going to go down here.
It's quite loud when we first came in.
Okay, so people are actually, the staff are actually hearing noises down here tonight, so.
Well, I did hear what sounded like Steve and me heard it. It was like a door, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was like a boom. And the animals.
Largest animal in here is a bilby.
So down the other end, guys, we're actually at the end of the equipment was down there. There's another corridor, and that's where Alison and Dylan are going to go down and do an STs.
See, this was in the day. Why did we go? Could we? Just couldn't understand why we keep going from camera to phone. This was in the day we would do 2.
Yeah.
It was really annoying, wasn't it? A lot of people do more than one Estes at the same time.
I think it's fine if you can have different ghost boxes in
But at the same
totally
time,
different places.
I always have a problem with this because why would it talk through 2 different ones? That would be hard work. Why isn't it why are we complicating it with more than one?
Yeah.
Surely, if, let's say, ITC with the ghost box is a reality, surely it makes it easier just to have one so that you're not complicating. Where does it go? Does it go over there and talk over there for one and then back over here? Yeah, so I've never really understood. We did do it, but there you go. You'll see it gets annoying.
Much water?
Creek.
He is.
Okay, Samuel May, are you with us tonight?
It's all good.
My wife.
What's it about your wife?
My one?
Famine.
Whatever happens.
Okay, we can't talk.
Who are you?
So I might have to get a bit closer to them.
Strange. Keep going.
I think if anybody's making sense, it's mine.
Right.
If I was going to say if any of it makes sense, mine seems to be more relevant.
So is anybody in here with us?
It's nearly done.
We've got 2 people there with silly things.
Never.
Okay. We have got.
You make it sound scary.
Okay, sorry, I didn't mean to make it sound scary.
It was frightening.
Okay, that's interesting.
That was
I bet
interesting.
that's sensible thing.
800.
Did you used to work in the zoo?
Medical.
Were you a vet at the zoo?
Were you one of the zookeepers that...
The doctor left it.
Funny how they're both talking about medical, isn't it? Were you one of the zookeepers that took your animals to the Royal Adelaide Hospital for treatment?
Another person.
Oh, it was somebody else, was it?
Anything?
It was interesting how one of you would come out with medical and the other one would come out with something medical as well. And then, what was the other one we had as well? They both came out with similar things.
It's frightening or scary. Making it
Oh
sound.
yeah, scary. One of you said scary, the other one came out with being frightening.
Oh,
So that was pretty cool.
you might just slip down there a little bit.
Yeah, okay.
Definitely quietly, just so we can triangulate what's happening.
Stay down.
I'll take a voice recorder down there, isn't it?
I can't do an EVP session without voice recorder.
Keep going.
That was okay.
It's alright, darling. Keep going. That's two balls, God, have you seen that?
No, when did I do the first one?
Just go back just a second. Okay, do it again. It's hilarious.
No, I just stepped over that one.
Keep going.
That was okay.
It's alright, darling.
Look, this
So come on, if anybody's here, go and talk.
It's like a one-man demolition team, isn't it?
All you're going to do is walk down the middle. It wasn't that hard. Don't walk down the middle. Walk down the other side. It's really not that hard, is it? Everything is down the middle.
That's probably why the whiskey bottle was leaking.
Exactly.
It got drop kicked across the floor. Oh, I think we just missed a bang. We changed the subject. Oh, here we go. This is why we can't have nice
things. Exactly.
Keep going. Keep going.
That was okay.
It's alright, darling.
And then you just walk straight over it.
Ooh, big bang.
A big bang.
So come on, if anybody's here.
It's so really.
I don't even know why I stepped over to the side.
I know. I think you end up going back to this.
Imagine that video you sent me and what do you call it? Me and Seg.
Which one was that one?
The walking.
Oh yes.
The walking with an ADHD
Yeah,
person.
you always end up in like in a fence
In a
or in a
bush.
bush or something. Exactly.
We can't walk in a straight line. We don't pay attention.
Oh
Go
dear.
and touch Alison on top of the head.
Oh dear.
Just to let her know that you're there.
This is interesting.
Just gently, just enough so she knows you're there. You just kicked a ball? Oh, really?
It sounded like somebody moving around down here. Creepy, isn't it? Down those hallways. It's pretty cool, isn't it? So you can see it. Well, we're going to wind it up for this session as well. As with
Did I cut it out?
Well, the bit where you... did it happen before you had the cameras on though?
No, it was when I went down to do the EVP session. I must have cut it out. The reason the noise you heard was me startling. Because I was doing an EVP session down there, down that hallway, and I happened to look to my side because I heard a noise, and I looked to my side like that, and I honestly saw this black human height shadow.
Yeah.
And it was as close as what CAG would be from me now. And I startled and jumped back, and that's the sound you hear. But I guess I cut it out because I had no proof because there's no camera down there. I think that's why I didn't include it in this. But that was one of my most profound experiences at the zoo. So whether I talk about it here, I don't know, but that's what the noise was, basically. Really touched the surface of this, but this has been the most interesting in here, definitely. I don't know how you guys felt. It's just been, yeah.
Curious. Very curious.
Curious.
I do like the fact that the
Curious.
equipment went off when he was talking about Samuel.
Mm-hmm.
And yet it's not really gone off since. It's not as if it's going off and off and off. So that's been curious. I was hearing when I was doing my thing around the corner, hopefully I've got it all on here, because I took my voice recorder. What sound like
Football steps.
Football steps.
It's been a long no sleep weekend. Subtle footsteps down there with me, and why the ball flashed suddenly down there is because I spun around, and it could have been a trick of the eye, I'm going to say, because I am rational. So
Spun around.
it's like I spun around and there was something darker just there.
Yeah.
Next to me, which made me startle and jump back, and that's why you saw the ball fly.
See, that was the time when
You
we
didn't.
were asking them for someone to come and touch you on the head.
Oh, okay. Oh, thank you, guys.
No problem, anytime. That was just me, it wasn't them, it was me.
So that would be kind of more interesting to me. So, but with that, these guys have to go home.
They do.
Kagami have had no sleep in about 3 or 4 nights. Well, actually, we haven't had sleep in weeks.
No,
really. It's got to that level.
I feel like
Sleeps
I've
for the
not
week.
sleep in weeks as well today.
So we're going to go home.
I
and get
know,
some
they
sleep.
are. I'm really
And,
struggling.
I want to just thank these
Oh,
guys
yeah.
again. That's another bang just round the corner.
It is, it was on the bangers from there.
I want to thank these guys again for allowing us to come in here and allowing you to come in here, because it's an honour for all of us to be in the Adelaide Zoo. Who would have thought that we'd ever be allowed in here? So definitely come down, come and support them. With COVID, obviously, they depend on the money coming in to keep this place, improve the conditions for the animals.
Must have been after COVID then.
And they don't get the government funding, obviously. It is more of a private thing, so definitely come and support. Go and support Monata. Christmas is coming up, like we said. Buy some Christmas presents. Everybody's got stuff in the shops, so nothing better than buying somebody an experience. So, and what greater experience than to go and see the lions?
Or anywhere else.
We're going to see the
Keeper experience.
Keeper
we ever do the
experience.
lion
There's so much to do.
Yeah,
Go
we
meet a meerkat.
we
Oh my
fed
God,
them.
I want to meet a meerkat.
Oh yeah, we did. Yeah.
Yeah,
the
it's
cheetahs.
the
You're not going to pat a cheetah.
pat a cheetah.
I wanted to pet a cheetah. Used to be able to pet a cheetah.
The days before OH&S.
Yeah. Until probably somebody got
We
bitten.
got bitten by one, probably. Yeah. What was the question again?
Cake's going to go soon.
Yeah, it was a good question.
It was such a
I
good
agree.
question. We're making such a good point.
I totally agree with that. What, you cut that bit out? No?
Totally. No, that was about half an hour ago, Cag.
Okay.
That was the
so,
conversation from 20 minutes ago. It was... Oh, look, a castle.
Yeah.
So this would have been after COVID. And by the sounds, it's... Because COVID, we got shut down in April, didn't we? And this is now coming... Well, this is December.
Yeah.
So that would be...
At the end of that year.
That's 4 of 12. That's 4 of 12.
God.
8. 8 months after COVID. Yeah.
There's so much to do. Go meet a meerkat. Oh my God, I want to meet a meerkat.
Meerkats yet.
Pet the cheetahs.
You're not going to pat a cheetah. They're not going to do something like pat a cheetah, are they?
Pet the cheetahs.
Not anymore.
No.
It's a cheetah experience, but you can't touch cheetahs.
Yeah, Alison, the wild animals, love. You don't pat cheetahs. Do you know, at times I do worry
don't
about
pet
you.
a cheetah then, all right, but you can meet them.
Yes.
Can you imagine meeting a cheetah? That would be pretty
Oh, pat a cheetah, for goodness sake.
Yes. You used to be able to do
Thank
that.
you, thank you. See?
Yeah, you see,
Not
I
just me being a Dumbo.
Now you can feed a lion as well.
Well, you
The
can feed
Lion's
a lion.
360.
Yeah, I'm going to feed the lion cat. That'll be fun with Cag and I.
Lions at bedtime, yeah.
Yeah, see, lots of different animal experiences. So Christmas, buy your friends some experiences and help the Adelaide Zoo. So, all right,
Cool.
with that, we're going to sign off. This has been really cool. I've
it's been
enjoyed
brilliant,
this.
absolutely loved it.
Thank you
Pixel
guys so
design.
much.
Thank you.
Well,
That was so professional, wasn't it?
it was.
Green light, red light,
Green light, red light, torch going in all directions.
proper camera, infrared.
Pixeled as hell.
Yeah,
Is hell pixeled?
probably is, you know.
But at least I made the best joke yet.
But let's not mention that one.
No, we won't mention it again. You're welcome.
I'm gonna dread doing the tours now because I just, yeah.
Well, if you have anybody who's watched this, they're just going to shout you. Can you
Yeah.
mention just about? All right, guys. So if you're on Gags tour, and when you get to the Minchin house, don't forget to get her to mention something.
Yeah.
Something good. All right. Well, that's it from us. Gag's having trouble keeping her eyes awake.
Really
And
struggling.
We're actually recording this not at night.
No.
We're
Crawling it.
It's a bottle of wine. We're recording this at 2:30 in the afternoon.
Yeah, I want to thank my cat for waking me up at 3:30 and then I couldn't get back to sleep. So thank you to Tilly.
That's all right. I don't know why I'm saying that's all right, because I'm not Tilly. I'm speaking for Tilly, though.
Well, I wish you'd do something with Tilly because you don't do my head
You're
in.
actually slurring your words as well.
I'm so tired. I'm really struggling to keep my eyes open. I'm just like, and I'm supposed to be going out with hubby tonight.
Do you know it can be known as narcoleptic? Is that the word? My goodness, that's a big word.
No,
I
it's
think I actually got
called
right.
sleep deprived because I've got the most world's annoying cat that decided to this morning, 3:30, to get her claws and keep patting me in the back, going meow, meow, with her claws out. She learned to, if it wasn't for the fact she was deaf, she would have learned a lot of extra words.
That's like I learn a lot of extra words hanging out with you, Kate.
You do. Yeah, I like to expand
I
people's
even use them
vocabulary.
sometimes. All right, guys, we're going to go. So we will see you. Well, we might have, in fact, hopefully, we do have a proper episode next week. But we'll be back again, no doubt, looking at some of the old stuff and doing our recreations, as I call them. All right, enjoy whatever. Don't forget, guys, to give us the thumbs up if you liked it. All right?
Yes.
All right, thumbs down if you didn't. It all adds to the algorithm.
Yeah.
It
really does.
It really does. Playing these to the end, even if you have to go off and do something, just let it run. They're very helpful. It's free stuff you can do to help us.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, with that little ramble, we're going to go.
Okay.
We'll catch you next time.
Bye.
Bye.